Can giving up ever be justified? There is a common school of thoughts that teaches never to give up. In the past years, people have been giving up. In the present times, people are giving up. Even in future, you can have a guarantee that people will continue to give up. But the most unfortunate part of this is that people are giving up even on what they shouldn't be giving up on. If you are pushing on a wall, you've pushed hard on it, you are pushing even harder, and you have pushed even hardest on the wall, and the wall is not moving, if you push any harder, you are going to break your back. You are going to fracture your spine. And if this is the situation of you pushing against the wall and the wall is not moving, you might as well consider giving up, pushing on the wall, and try to find where you can get the door to get out of the dark room that you are in. Knock, 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 and the door will be open for you. Yes, in prayers, this is correct. But in life, you can keep knocking on a door today, for 1 year, for many years, and the door is not getting opened. What is the reason of keeping knocking on the same door for years and years? Does it make any sense? I don't think so. Maybe this could be the wrong door for you. You might as well need to find the right door for you to knock, so that even when the door is open, inside you might find what you are looking for. But it doesn't make any sense to knock on a door for so many years, so many times, if the door is not getting opened. You need to give up knocking on that door. You need to give up pushing on that wall. Otherwise, if you keep pushing on that wall that is not moving, if you keep knocking on that door that is not opening, you are going to waste your strength. You might as well collapse because you've not used, but you've wasted all your strength against that wall, on that door, which is not opening. And unfortunately, now when an opportunity comes up, you do not have any energy left to take advantage of the opportunity, because you wasted all your energy pushing the wall that was not moving or knocking on the door that was not opening. So at this point in time, you might consider giving up, pushing this wall that is not moving, so that you may try to find a door which will lead you out of the room. At this point, you might as well consider giving up knocking on the door that is not opening, so that you may look for another door which could be the right door for you. In life, such situations justify giving up. But note, don't give up on your life. We are talking about very specific aspects of life that you can give up on, so that you can be able to work on something else that will lead to your success. Remember, life is a journey, and this journey is programmed. If you are to be here for 80 years and you waste 70 years pushing on walls which are not moving, knocking on doors which are not opening, you will only have yourself to blame at the end of the day. Remember, at a young age, you've got a certain level of energy. In your adult life, you've got a certain level of energy. This energy during your prime years will not be there during your old age. And therefore, it is not wise to keep on trying on things which are not working. You better give up on them so that you may be able to spare some energy, some mental space, and even some time in your lifetime to try on something new which might work for you. In life, some things are not working, and you know them for sure. For so many years, you've tried to make them work, but they're not working. You've pushed in the same way, but things are not working. How do you expect that things are going to work at this point in time if they have not been working in the past? You may need to change your approach. You may need to change your line of thought. You may need to change your ideas and stop holding on that hope which is unrealistic that things are going to work, but you have tried a million times and they are not working. Just think of a person who is falling in love, but the other person is not loving them, and therefore they are pushing for the other person to love them. It won't work because you are pushing for love where love does not exist for you. And many people in this line of love have forced it, and they have gotten into marriage and very far into it, but pushing it, and it is not working. If you're in a courtship stage and there is no love in the stage, you better consider quitting, and quitting very quickly. Don't force it, it won't work. If you got into marriage through the same pushing, that's a story for another day. We are going to talk about it. Just think of marriage. Marriage is a complex institution, which is not complicated at all, but it is complex. There are so many aspects in marriage which do not work because we don't have a marriage that is 100%. And what is not working, if you've been pushing to make it work and it is not working yet, you may as well consider giving up on the approach you've been giving on it. Change the approach and see if a new approach may work. It could be in your parenting, a lot of headache right there. And if it is not working well, you might as well consider the style you are using for parenting, which is not working for you and for your children. And consider maybe a new style. You may have to give up on the old style that you know. Maybe in your career, things are not working. You can't keep wasting a lot of time in the same place, and time is going. You are getting more and more frustrated, but things are not working. You need to consider a brand new move to see if you'll make it in your career, or you will have to change to something that will sustain you in your life. It's very important to identify when things are not working. You've worked so hard, you have spent much of your time, you have spent much of your resources, but still it is not working. Don't push in the same way to make it work. It won't. When you push it even harder and it is not working, it has not been working, you've not changed anything in your approach. You've not changed anything in the way you want to solve things. You've not changed anything in the whole process, and you still want to get some new results. That will be something which will distract you. That will be something which will frustrate you. That will be something which will disappoint you. And at the end of the day, it is not going to work. It's therefore very important to note when the moment to give up on something is right, so that you may do it without delaying so much and change to something new which might work at the end of the day. You might have ran out of ideas, out of thoughts, and even out of the ways you can approach a matter. That's why consultation is there. That's why mentorship is there. That's why support systems are there so that you can be able to add on what you know. Not that you'll be given better ideas, but diverse ideas, maybe to solve what has not been working for you. If it has not been working for you, stop pushing in the same way. That will only come to disappoint you, to frustrate you at the end of the day. It's therefore important to note and to understand at what point should you be able to give up on one thing so that you may be able to switch your approach to another thing that may work at the end of the day.